Yay! Lisa and I are live together. Yay!
Happy dance.
Happy dance, happy dance. Oh dear, I'm checking things over here to make sure everything worked the way it's supposed to because Sunday it did not. So, for some unknown reason, I did that little that little monetized thing, and it reverted and did not monetize my Sunday stream. But this one seems to be fine. Kathleen was here early. I don't know if she's here now. I'm going to go tell Facebook that we're here.
Alrighty.
Okay. The one thing about those little Rolodex cards is that you're going to you should be able to get them done quickly.
That's my hope.
Oh, that's real interesting.
What?
Well, it's not
Barbara's here. Kathleen's back. Yay!
I can't get into the group. There we go. Now it's there. Okay.
I've actually made a little progress.
You have? What kind of progress? I can't see. Ooh.
On this hat.
You can see it. Let me get it big, make you big.
It'll shrink down once I take it off of here, but
Yeah.
you can see the ribbing and you can see the knit stitch
part.
Yeah. So I was about here when I quit last night, and then I did this morning in between doing a bunch of other things. I did most of that while I was watching Mary for a little bit.
Hi, Barbara and Kathleen and Linda and Teresa. Yay!
Hi, Linda. Hi, Teresa.
Yep, we're back. We're back. We're back. I'm headed over.
Anyway, I just wanted to show where I was at on that, but
I'm headed to Lisa's group to say that we're live.
Thank you.
At least I thought I was. Boy, my internet is slow. It's thinking about it and it's thinking about it. Okay.
I may have to change the way I do these.
Do what? Oh, the cards?
Yeah, because it the holes are not, I don't know how to show you. They're not the same.
Yep.
And so when I punch through this, it goes ahead and kind of rips on up into this part. But most of them are, and these are very flimsy. These are a little bit thicker, but not a lot. But I'm thinking they're pretty much rectangles. So I may do them, and then punch from this side.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'll be covered up anyway.
Right. Do them upside down and then just cover up and just punch on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because then they wouldn't rip up so much.
Because see, I just did this a few minutes before we started, and it's just putting it in there. It already tore.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Mona and Candy and Nancy. And anybody I missed?
Hi, ladies. We're glad you're here.
So, well, and ICAD wise, one of the things that, and I don't know what her name actually is, but it's Daisy Yellow. One of the things she says is that ICADs are very, very different, and they certainly are. This was a brand new package I opened. This was some I have had for a while. And these are a package of plain ones that have no lines. And this one's like barely heavier than copy paper. This one's a tiny bit heavier. And this one is, thin cardstock, very thin. So it's like, thank you, Kathleen. It's good to be back. Of course, it's also, when you come back from a vacation, you have all this stuff that, you got to do. And it's like, oh my goodness. So, I promised yesterday before I start, I want to just say this right now that I got packages. I have not opened the packages yet. I just haven't had time. But I wanted to just mention everybody right now, and I could say, okay, guys, go watch the beginning. Hi, Mindy, later. But I got packages from Sherry and Mindy, Melissa, Kathy, Janice, Susie, Roy, Maria from the Netherlands, Lisa, Sharon, and I think Time to Be Creative is Pink Girly or Lori. I also have an envelope from Sharon and an envelope from Mina, which I do not think are ugly fabric. So I just promised I would read off who I had packages from. So if you think I should have a package and your name was just not in that list, let me know. They are 4x6 index cards, Mona. They're this size. 4x6. This is the same size as I make for postcards.
That's the biggest size that Daisy Yellow said to use, and this is the smallest one.
Yeah. So we're going to have a little both. I'm going to try this thinnest card to see if what I have in mind might work, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. Teresa, I don't think I have a package from you. Yes, Linda, I do have pictures of your canvases. Yes. And hi, Teresa and Cheryl, and that's Jacqueline, I think. Is that Jacqueline? Yes, it's Jacqueline. Yes. Hi, Jacqueline.
Glad you're here.
3x5 works just fine. She said that from a Rolodex card to the 4x6s, that's what we are supposed to be using.
Yeah, and I've always done 3x5s before and wanted to do something different. I thought I was going to do Rolodex cards, but I thought I was going to do 4x6s. I've always done 3x5s, but I couldn't find any 4x6s in my house, so still got lots of 3x5s, but I didn't want to do 3x5s again, so that's why I'm doing Rolodex.
So, and I'm thinking that I'll probably put something down on these thinner cards, so we'll see how it goes this morning. This is just a piece of painty paper, so hopefully I will be happy with that.
Well, I'm using a piece of avocado dyed paper just to strengthen mine and as a background. Cover up those holes.
Mm-hmm.
And I folded it not quite right, but I have to do it there because I went ahead and trimmed my corners, which I should have waited until I got it glued down, but I didn't. Well, so we're going to just make it the way it is.
What is the craft for today? Well, for the moment, we are working on our ICADs, which is index card a day, which starts today. That's the plan for this particular moment. After that, I don't know. I have my cardboard book here, but
would you like me to show you mine?
I would love you to show me yours. Just a minute.
Okay. After we do this, I'll show you.
Okay, after we do this. All right.
Yeah.
Barbara
Because
says,
it's she's using a set of 3x5 journaling cards she got from Journal Magic. All right.
well, even that is really thin. I don't like it at all. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter.
Kathleen, I do believe there are prompts. If you go to the Daisy Yellow site and check out all of her stuff, I do believe that she has prompts sometimes.
Yeah, and
I
she
don't use,
said those are, you can use them, but you don't have to. So
yeah, and I oh, that's like thin little paper.
yeah.
Ooh, I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Well, I'm not real happy with the thickness of these either, but at least they're small.
Yeah.
And that does make it a little easier to get by with
Thin,
being
yeah.
thin. Yeah.
You know, candy, I could glue two together, but it's kind of like, okay, why? That's
Just making extra work for yourself.
yeah.
I've had this glue stick a while and it's turned kind of a cream color. Weird. I just opened it up last night, so it's not like it's you know, been sitting around open all this time, but well, it wasn't in a sealed package though. It was just, you know, like this. So oh, I need a stamp because that's what I decided was going to be my focal point. I'm trying to make things easy for myself here.
Well, I'm going to see. We'll see. I don't tend, Kathleen, I don't tend to work really well with prompts. It doesn't interest me, and I'd rather just do. Problem is that if I just do, where is my other little? Where is that one?
In years gone by, what I've tended to do is make 3 or 4 that are similar, you
And
know,
then,
like, and then make 3 or 4 that are similar to each other but different from every the other ones.
And I'm going to try to channel Jean Peter today. So,
ooh,
you know how that goes.
well, if you're going to get inspiration from somebody, she's a good person to get inspiration from.
That's right. Okay, Teresa's off to the computer. Hi, Sherry.
I love these bird ones, but I don't know which one I'm going to use.
I could make up the thin ICADs and use them for something else. That's probably true. Cheryl, I suppose that's thick enough as it dries. And I could probably put a layer of Mod Podge over the top and make it a little sturdier. But, you know, it's kind of like, okay, why? Sometimes.
I was just going to choose a few and put them out there, and now it seems like I'm choosing half of them. to put out there and look at. Okay.
Barbara says, now y'all got me playing, and no, Linda, you do not need to mail me the three canvases, hon. I just Sherry asked me if I had gotten hers, and apparently haven't gotten Teresa's, so I'm going to have to go through the mail again, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get it. I just wanted everybody to know whose packages got. Teresa, if you have the link for the ICAD from Daisy Yellow, that would be awesome if you could post that link. I would appreciate it greatly. But Linda, no, I'm going to use a picture of your canvases. I just have not even gotten to that. I haven't made a single video since we've got home other than to be live Sunday and today. So I was going to do some, oh, I know what it was. I was going to try to bring this camera in a little closer. There we go.
Okay, I need to keep that bag out so I can put the ones I don't use back in there. Okay. I am dealing with a very small canvas here, and I don't usually work this small, so that's the challenge for me on this one, is to work really small. And I'm happy with that as a challenge. I just
well, I may first off, I may go back and use those heavier ICADs that I had that don't have any lines on them.
Yeah.
For the next, I may try that in a little while and see what happens. I need to make a front, statement. This is my ICAD for 2021 thing, like you did last night. I can try that out. If not, I'm going to do what I do for postcards. I'm going to cut my own because I have some heavy cardstock because I just, it's like, okay, this is like working on composition notebook paper, which, I can do that all the time, but I just, yuck. I don't mind working small. I just don't like working on
copy paper, basically.
Yes. It's like, okay. Nope, Teresa, thank you. Okay, Teresa just posted the ICAD information from Daisy Yellow. It started today. It goes through what, July, Lisa?
July 31st.
Yeah, so it's like 61 days of ICADs.
Okay. I need a vote.
And you need a vote?
Number 1 or number 2?
I like number 2 because I like the pink the color of the bird is picking up the color of your background.
Yeah, and the reason I chose these was because of that, and because the sky on this one picks it up. So
I like the bird better that picks it up.
Alrighty.
That's my personal vote.
Tanya votes for the bird. Yep. The other one's a bird too. It's just a bird on the ground in the forest.
On the ground, yeah. I vote for the bigger bird
on the branch.
Yeah, I like the bird on the branch.
Well, there is a 2021, an ICAD 2021. She does a different prompt list and things like that every year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that if that's 2019 and you're on her website, just look for 2021. I mean, on her blog, that's where she posts everything. I think is on a blog.
Yeah, I think it's on a blog and Instagram. Because isn't it ICAD?
ICAD
hashtag It's hashtag is ICAD 2021, I think.
Yeah, I think so. At least last year it was ICAD 2020, so I'm assuming.
Yeah. Of course, you know, that gets us in trouble.
I know. I've been in trouble before.
I'm probably still in trouble, but that's beside the point.
I need some words. This is a stamp. Let's see if it's going to focus.
Hi, Janet.
Anyway, this is a stamp from Romania. Hi, Joy. We're glad you're here. Janet, I don't know if I said hi to you, but I'm glad you're here.
I think she just got here. I may be wrong.
Oh, I got something in the mail.
Oh, you
I'm
did?
going to think about what I want to go with that while I open this.
Okay. Let me see.
It's from Illinois. I'm trying to remember who lives in Illinois.
Who do we know that lives in Illinois?
Champaign, Illinois. I'm thinking maybe Brittany. I'm not sure.
It might be. It might be. I'm not sure.
No, it's from Nettie.
Oh. Ooh, pretty.
Isn't that cute?
Yes, it is.
She says, I'm sending out some old playing cards to see what some people would do with them. You are one of those people. Don't send it back. Just show what you would do. Just something fun to do. Air hugs, Nettie. Look at these.
Oh, aren't those pretty?
They are. I'm a lucky dog.
Those are really pretty.
Okay. Well, that may be one of the things I do today. Maybe do one of these on a page.
Yeah. Do you know where your everything book is?
Yes, I do actually. It's right behind me. I found it. Yay.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, I have to tell you.
This has to go in my everything book for sure.
Oh yeah, that has to go in your everything book for sure. That's definitely true. I am down to having only partial loads of laundry. All the full loads of laundry are done. And if you think that was an easy feat, I think I've done like 12 loads of laundry in the last 4 days. Oh, my father-in-law said, "How come you're so dirty?" I said, "Well, you know, it was just one of those things. I didn't do any laundry for a week or so, or for a month, almost a month. I did one little load when we got to Red Bay, just to keep us going, because I didn't want to. I knew we were coming home soon. I didn't want to pay to have." Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. So good to see you. She's watching on TV, so can't chat much. That's okay. We're glad that you let us know you're here, though.
Yep, we are so glad. I watched Lisa on TV one night, when in the bedroom, no less. The RV has more TVs than we have in the house, for sure. We don't have that many TVs in our house. We have one. The RV has 4. However, I don't think the outside television has ever been turned. Jeff said, I think he said he turned it on once, but I've never watched it. And almost never does the bedroom get turned on.
Yeah. Well, we have one TV in our living room, and then we have one TV that acts as a monitor in the dining room, and a TV that acts as a monitor in Ethan's room, and a TV out here in the studio that never gets turned on. So we have one TV that actually gets used as a TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody circled the word town. Huh. I don't know. That's not the word I want, but I need a word, I think, or 2 or 3. I just thought I'd look through here and see if I could find them. Hi, Sherry.
You sent me some things for Lisa as well as the ugly fabric. Okay, Sherry, I haven't opened the packages yet. And because I just have not had time. I took all of the packages and piled them up, gave Jeff all the lovely little bills that we had to make sure we had paid, and all of that kind of good stuff. And then I just piled them up there, and intend to open them very, very soon and do the ugly fabric video.
You can tell well, neither one of us are into moving very fast today.
Hi, Becky. Hi, Joy.
Hi, Becky. Glad you're here.
You need light as a. You need light as a.
I don't know. I may have too much light.
Well, and I've got all of mine turned. I've got all of mine turned on.
Is that better or worse? I think the colors look better.
Kathleen says, I don't think anything is used as TVs at her house. Okay, Sherry, that's fine. She can't remember if she put a note in there. I figured what I would do is I would peek at the boxes to see what was ugly fabric challenge and what might be happy mail stuff, because I have a feeling there's going to be some happy mail in with the ugly fabric. So
yeah, probably.
I
probably not in mine though. I don't remember what I may have just stuck the ugly fabric in there and that was it.
Oh my goodness. You know, you probably had the ugly fabric done when I was at your house. You could have given it to me.
No, I didn't. I didn't do it until it was sometime in April. I was like, oh, I need to get this there by May 1st. Don't think she'll be home, but she said May 1st.
Well, we really didn't. I don't think we realized that we were going to be gone until June, you know.
Right.
We kind of sort of thought we'd be home within the middle of May, but then we weren't, which is fine.
Yeah, it is.
We didn't know we were going to have quite so much to do when we got to Red Bay. We kind of had a feeling we'd have to go there. You know, that's kind of standard procedure for RVs.
Well, I'll tell you, Darren and I were watching another video last night of the Winnebago Echo.
Okay.
It was a prototype, the one we were watching. It was a 2019 prototype. But anyway, so I don't know if they, you know, what they're really like. But this prototype looked really cool. And but then all I could think about while we were watching it was all the times you have to go to Red Bay. I was like, okay. I don't think we'll just rent one every once in a while, maybe.
Well, I'm going to tell you that our other rig, we did not have to go to Red Bay as often. We were there once. We had a crack in the fiberglass. They fixed it, but we had very little trouble with that rig.
Till a van drove into it.
Yeah, when the van drove into it, it kind of messed it up a little. This one, we've had continuous trouble with a couple of things, which they may actually have found the slide problem. Did I tell you we had to drive to the service center with our slide sticking out? I think I told you.
Yes, you did.
Yes. It cut a wire that has been under the rollers from day one. So that may have been our problems kind of all along, and that just kept messing up because that wire was partially cut.
Yeah.
And that when it, now that they've fixed that, maybe we won't have so much trouble.
I hope.
So, and we'll see about the door, whether or not they have fixed that. Thank you, Janet. Yep, thumbs ups are always appreciated. I don't know if this looks like Jean at all or not. It doesn't really to me now.
It looks like Tanya to me, and I like it. You can do Jean on another one.
I'll do Jean on another one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love what she does, but I love that too. So.
Hi, Mary. Well, as long as everyone was okay, may have to get some fixing done, but at least you and Jeff were good. Yes, we were good. It was stuffs, little piddly things like the fact that we couldn't use our slide and what's really funny is, okay, so we have all of the windows have 2 shades, and I think that sun, maybe if I put this down, it wouldn't shine so bad. Hey, let's see if I can fix that a little bit.
I think you look great. I mean, okay. There's not,
it's all right.
Yeah, I think it looks fine.
Okay.
I'm the one that's got darkness going on.
Yes, Mary.
I had glare and darkness before, and now I just have darkness.
We're doing ICADs, Mary. That's what we're doing. Okay, so all of our windows have 2 shades. There's this thing called a solar shade that is like see-through, but it keeps the sun out. And then there's privacy shade, okay? And they're rollers, okay, that go up and down like this. Well, the very front window one is got a motor in it because you cannot drive down the road with them down. So as soon as you put it into drive, they automatically go up. They cannot stay down. Well, the solar shade's been working fine. About 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, the privacy shade quit working, so we've been using a sheet. Apparently, the privacy shade hit a button all by its little lonesome that was not supposed to be pushed.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Mary.
It just pushed its own little button. Mindy is here, too. Hi, Mindy.
Hi, Mindy.
But you have to remember that when you drive a motorhome down the road, it's like your house being in an earthquake. Okay, especially Louisiana. I-10 in Louisiana is the worst road ever. So you kind of got to expect a few little problems. But here's the next thing I'm going to tell you. We're talking about a different motorhome.
Well, you've said that several times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about it. We'll see.
Hi, Furby, or Rich, or E. I'm not sure what you want to be called. But welcome.
Welcome and hello. If you will tell us what you would like to be called, we will. E, okay? E is apparently what. I got to write that down because otherwise I won't remember.
Well, welcome, E. We're glad you're here.
Yep.
We're not doing anything very fast today.
No.
Just mostly chatting and being happy to be online together again and visit with everybody.
Hello, Holly. Um,
Hi,
besides
Holly.
the fact that you know, all the art I have done. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did do some sketches while I was gone. Um, I'm not sure where that book is. I'll have to find it. I was very pleased with how my sketches came out. They don't look, perfect or anything, but I was pretty pleased with most of my sketches.
Well, we would like to see them sometime.
Oh, I'll go hunt them in a few minutes. I
Okay.
think you got to see a few of them.
Yeah, I remember seeing a few of them.
I didn't get much sketched just because we hardly sat still long enough. It takes me a while to do a sketch.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sketch and hike at the same time,
Yeah. Hmm.
or sketch and
Um.
hang on to the road by your knuckles.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Hmm. Actually, and I bounce too much to sketch going down the road.
Yeah, that's true. Even on a regular road, it's not
Yeah.
conducive to sketching.
But mostly I
Yeah.
got to sketch when Jeff went off to hike a big longer trail or for longer than I was um willing to hike. It wasn't about willingness, really. It was about ability. It got better as the months went on.
Hi, Violet.
Hi, Violet.
We're glad you're here.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not getting much luck with finding words.
Hmm.
You not happy?
I'm just thinking. I was thinking about your words. Do you not have letters? Don't you have some letter stamps? Could you stamp a word and then?
Probably. I just have no words in my head that I want to stamp. So I was just hoping some words would jump out at me. I like it when that happens.
Oh, thanks, guys. Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, let's see what I want to do with this one. This corner needs something. At the same time, I don't think it wants very much.
Which corner I was looking down?
This one.
Yeah, maybe a little sunshine to shine on your garden.
There you go. Or maybe half half a sunshine with these little spiky things like that, so that it's like a little sunshine that goes on the garden.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
There we go.
Sherry says soft comes to mind as a word. And I think that would work really well. I have,
Sweet,
do what?
sweet, look, sweet.
Yeah, sweet would work. Got birds flying, fascinated, and beautiful gardens are the only words I found that um, fascinated is the word I was thinking about putting there just because the bird's looking at something. Um, but now I have to decide. Let me find my thing where I can print a word. Oh,
There you go. See, I knew you could. I knew you could make a word.
Yeah, I can make a word. I just didn't want to.
You
I was
didn't
being
want
lazy.
to.
I was being lazy.
She didn't want to. Oh,
It's
my
not
book
against the
looks like
rules
it
to be
could be a
lazy
secret
once in a
garden.
while.
I don't know, Teresa. I haven't seen it, but I'll have to look to see your book. She says her book looks like it'd be a secret garden book. Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would make an amazing journal. Beautiful birds fly in or through the garden. Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you're really going to make me work, Kathleen. See, I could do soft or sweet. Those are short words.
Oh,
Well, here I got words. You are loved.
there you go. Mm-hmm.
They're already written.
Oh, we're really lazy today, are we?
Yes.
Oh dear.
I'm sure I
Mm.
did, Teresa, but my brain is like trying to come up with a word. It's having a hard time conjuring up even a word, much less pictures and remembering. Um, I remember I liked it, but that's all I remember. I don't remember anything more.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
This is what you call brain dead day.
it
Oh.
is. It's a brain dead day. Okay.
I told Lisa earlier we took Mama to dinner. It's the first time she's been out to dinner in more than a year. Last night. That's why I was late getting to Lisa's, because we took Mom to dinner and then we went and checked on Jeff's dad. He had just yesterday, come home from his girlfriend's house. So his brother is supposed to come over this afternoon here, but we haven't seen him yet. Barbara's got one background done. Yay!
Yay, Barbara. Bad thing is, it's so easy to turn one you're not wanting to turn.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't doubt it. By the way, guys, we do plan on streaming on Lisa's channel Thursday at 2, like we used to. I'm not going to promise that will happen every week, that I'll get to be there, but we're going to try to get back to this. Somewhere along the line, I have to get back to work. I did get my bead table all set back up. I had taken it apart before we left so that I could clean it, because it was filthy.
I'm not sure I'm coordinated enough today to play with this thing.
Gosh, we're having a bad. Hi, Brittany.
I'm definitely struggling here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And every time I try to move that one, the one beside it wants to move with it. Okay. There we got soft.
Barbara doesn't have any schedule at all when I'm gone off. She's hopeless. I don't think that's true, but I do understand.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Right, you silly little pen.
Okay, here we go. We got
Okay.
soft and sweet. But that almost makes it sound edible. I
Better
don't think
test
that's a
it
good
for.
thing.
Mindy says better test it first, Lisa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Thank you, Janet. And guys, I have decided Sundays are probably going to start at 1 o'clock from now on instead of noon. Noon is really hard because it's hard for me to get lunch. I'm just not ready to eat at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning because I usually have gotten up late. I'm lazy. So I end up going until dinner time without eating after breakfast, and that's just not really good. So 1 o'clock it is from now on, unless, something changes.
Is it spelled right?
Soft and sweet. I think it's spelled right and looks really cute. I love that thing. But I'm going to have to at least do 100 things, maybe 200 after how bad I was. Oh, you laugh, but uh-huh. Yes, Katie, typing in chatting when on your phone, at least for me, is very difficult.
Okay, now I feel like I need something more than just these things, but maybe I just need to go simple.
Well, I think it's good. I like it. By the way, are you going to date those?
I usually date them on the back.
Okay. I kind of figured that I probably should date them on the back.
Yeah. Thanks, Mindy. Okay. I just put that up, but I'm going to go ahead and get it out and ink around that stamp too. I shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have inked it?
No, because it took away the look of the, well, I guess not completely. If it's on something else, you can see it. That stamp cut out look.
Uh-huh.
But I guess maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
A lightweight pattern stencil behind it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
It needs to be something light. I agree. Very light. What would be good? Let me look at stencils and see what I can find that would be. I could just do like that branch. Just this part of it.
Just that part of it, yep. And then the birdie will be on there. That'll be cute.
Actually, I may do everything except where the words are.
And Barbara says light, like coffee, or light sepia. In other words, easy does it.
Yep. I agree. I'm wondering. Nope, that's too dark. That's supposedly a really light color, but it's not as light as it looks.
As it looks,
Yeah, I think I'm going to do sepia just because it is fairly light. And if I don't overdo the actual application, that will help too.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go ahead and go over the letter too because this is not hardly showing up, so it won't interfere with it. That might not even show up once I put the...
You know, they watched me doodle Sunday all day, and now I'm doodling again.
Okay, let's move that down.
You poor guys are going to get tired of my doodling. No, I think that's... Okay, I'm going to leave that sit there for just a minute, and I'll be right back. Mix some ink with alcohol to lighten it. Oh, no, I think
it's light enough already. The problem is that when I put that lace on there, I was covering up everything I did. So I just did a little more.
Yep.
But
I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if I can.
That's a good idea, though, Mary. I'm going to have to remember that because I wouldn't have ever thought of it to mix it with alcohol. I would have never thought of it. I could have maybe used the tea rose if I hadn't already started on the... Okay. Well. We got some more rain over the Sunday night and yesterday, so we needed that very badly. We're finally catching up, I think, on rain. And even what we normally get is not, a ton compared to a lot of places, but we haven't been getting even what we normally get, so. Okay, I'm hearing something outside. I'm going to have to go check on it. I'll be right back.
Well, I'm not sure where my book is.
Okay, it was the neighbor getting in the garage next door, but it sounded like he was getting in my garage.
Oh, you have a neighbor now?
No, maybe I should say that, well, the guy who owns the house lives across the street, so he's a neighbor. Even though he doesn't live in the house next door, he just owns the house next door.
Nobody's living there, though. Okay.
No.
Now, I know I have seen that book. What did I do with it? That makes me irritable.
Irritable?
Irritable, yes, irritable.
Finding the exact middle of this is not that easy. So since I'm repunching them, they may end up being kind of like this in the holder. This is what I was looking for last night for those of you who were here and I couldn't find it. So that I can just punch them and put them in like this. That's what I was looking for. I finally found it.
Okay, I found it.
Mary should be in the garden, she says.
Yeah, well, so should I, but it was too hot, and the mosquitoes were chewing me up. So, I like it. Oops.
I love it. I think it's beautiful.
And it's not too bad now that it's dry. It's just still a little lightweight. Of course, it's not totally done. I'm going to, it's got to have a few more little white dots, you know, because it does.
Oh, goodness, Holly.
What happened? No.
She said they're not getting rain and the small town was on fire.
Oh, dear.
Oh, good idea, Mary. That's a great idea.
Yep.
I didn't do it because I didn't see it in time, but it's a great idea.
You will have to remember.
Let's see how close I got.
You'll have to remember that next time.
I did pretty good.
Are you going to let anything hang out and over the edges in your future ones?
I think I might. Yeah. That's one reason I used this one instead of the ones that were in a box.
Yeah.
Because I thought it might be fun to do that.
Yeah. Hi, Gail.
And I forgot to write the date on it.
Yep. Now it's done.
Hi, Gail.
I like it. I think it came out pretty cool. Mary said close. So
I was pretty close. Yeah. I was proud of myself.
All right. We got to put the date on it. Okay. This is 6/1. Do I want to put it on the front? Do I want to put it on the back?
There's the start.
6/1. 2021. ICAD number 1. Okay, I'll show you. Let me go right here.
Excuse me, goodness gracious.
It attacked her again. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's an old one. That's from a while ago.
I like it.
That was a tree in the campground. The first camp trip we took with this new RV. It was a pine tree.
Let me answer Mary's question real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Mary, I found that the punch at a thrift store.
Wait just a minute. Let me show everybody what you're talking about. Okay.
It's this little punch. It's not exactly, and I'll show you so you can see what I'm talking about. It's not exactly the same. But it works on the same deal. This is a Rolodex, and this is made by Parker Davis. Parker Davis, or Park Davis. I'm not sure how you say that. This is a 1991. It has 1991 on it, so it's been around a little while. But I found it at the thrift store. And when I saw it, I wonder if this will work with the Rolodex, and sure enough, it does. So I'm sure that you could probably find something similar, but this is one that's made for you to keep in your pocket, or, and just stick people's
business cards
in. So so that you can put your people's business cards in your Rolodex. And it says personal punch, insert business card. So, okay. How did that one get back there? Pretty bad when you get it all out of order and you've only got 2.
Oh, too funny. Yes, Holly, it does sort of look like a century plant. in a lot of ways. It does. That one, it didn't get finished, obviously. That was the neighbor's camper design. Okay, who knows what these things were. Okay, these are the ones from this trip. This is from across the canyon at Mesa Verde.
Thanks, Gail.
That was the day
Sorry.
that Jeff, you're welcome. Yes, she does get really good thrift store finds. I will tell you though, the coolest thrift stores I've been in this whole trip were in Cortez, Colorado. They were really nice.
Ooh, makes me want to go there.
I didn't find a lot, but they were very neat and clean and laid out real cool. And this was the day that Jeff took a trail that was marked strenuous and found out just what they meant. This was Sand Canyon. It's another area where there's ruins. I had hiked for a while or so, about a mile or so, and Jeff wanted to go further, so I just found a rock and spent my time. I'll figure out what's next later. There you go. That's what you do, Kathleen. This was another one I did while Jeff was hiking. This was at Sand Canyon. This is part of what's called Hovenweep National Monument, or Canyons of the Ancients. They're right close together. Hi, Janice. Okay, this is at Natural Bridges, which is this says New Mexico. Oh, National Monument, because Natural Bridges is in Utah. I was going to say that's National Monument. That's a stone bridge right there. Stone. There's a difference between arches and bridges, and don't ask me, I don't know. But that's looking down into the canyon. I'm not as happy with that one, but this was the same day. It was just a piece of wood, and Jeff got back, so I didn't get that one finished. This was at Arches National Park, and we had been hiking all morning, and Jeff wanted to take another trail, and I sat beside the car and drew. That's about all. I didn't get very many, but who needs postcards, right? I don't know about postcards. I like postcards. Okay, Lisa is going to show me her cardboard book. Oh,
yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
Let me bring my camera down a little bit. Okay, this is my front cover. And I got these two things that were sent in to Defy by Sharon Lombard. And I bought them at the Defy auction in a packet of stuff. So I used those on there.
Excuse me just a minute. Hi, Fran. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Fran. It's good to see you. Hi, Janice. Well, let me bring it down a little bit more. I don't know how much you can even see.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can see the details better. Oh, that looks so cool, Lisa. Mine is just not making me really happy.
I tried to make them not, all, well, where they all looked like they were okay together, but I wasn't trying to make them look like just all the same, like that one's brighter, than these others up here. Mm-hmm. And that started with the paint that I put on.
Yeah. And I'm not totally happy with my paint just yet. Let me say something to Kathleen. Yes, Kathleen, I actually make a postcard every day and send it to my mom. So in the next couple weeks, I'll be putting them all into a book, and I'll do a flip when I get it finished. But I send my mom a postcard pretty much every day of our trip. So sometimes I buy them, but a lot of times I make them. So that's always a fun, you know, what do you call it? A fun thing from our trip.
Souvenir.
Souvenir, yes, thank you. Although the scrapbook store and my souvenirs were, oh, that's really cool. I like that one.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this book. I enjoyed every step of it. And I think not trying to get it all done at once made it, even more enjoyable.
And more
Because I
fun,
could
yeah.
sit with it for a while before I went on to the next step,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there's the back.
That's really cool. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Right back.
Fine.
I gotta go around the corner.
Not quite so close in. I'm going to put Nettie's ATC
in there.
In here.
This is the book that I made from our fall trip in 2019 of all the postcards.
You have a flip through of that too, don't you?
Yeah, there's a flip
somewhere
of this one. Yeah.
Thanks, friend.
If sometimes if we just traveled, we had to go to Red Bay before we went further on our trip. Well, we were in Red Bay for quite a while, as you can tell. So not only do I have the postcard, and this is actually a postcard I made, even though it looks like one you buy. We picked up stuff at the rest area. That's the campground we were in that night. And I've added all kinds of stuff to it. This is actually a postcard. We went to the art walk. And it was, I just glued it to my postcard. This is a real leaf that's on this postcard. That's a rubbing from the museum. So,
I just, that.
Yeah, now that's no, that was a flyer that I cut the piece off of from Santa Claus School. I hadn't made a book, and I have some of the postcards are vertical, and this time I made sure that I only did horizontal postcards. Just because I found this was the night we spent on the turnpike, closed in between two semis. We had traveled all day. We played dominoes. Tanya had a very good streak. So we were right there on the Ohio Turnpike. So
that's cool.
That's the kinds of things I do. This was we went to an elk visitor center. This is a sketch of the day we had that was very bad. We kept trying to go through this little town, and by the time I did my postcard, I was exhausted. So it wasn't a very good sketch. But
hi, Shelley.
Anyways, that's what I do. I just make a postcard every night. Like this is the map behind all of these little odds and ends of things. That's from the campground we stayed in, and who knows where those leaves came from. We were in Pennsylvania. So, we went, this is Lewisburg. It's from the Lewisburg Flyer. We went to the beef jerky outlet, and then we went downtown. So I just add things to the top. So, and then I made it into a little book. And so the new one I will make into a little book when I get all the postcards and sure. But not only do I have the little piece of art that I made that day, but I also have whatever I always write to mom about what we did. And so it's like journaling, and then it has um, that the picture. And then I collect pressed pennies, and I was very disappointed this time. The national parks, I now have to buy my penny. I don't get to press it myself. But at least they had them, so I could buy them. We found a few penny presses in a few different places. Branson had a bunch of penny presses. This was from a bead store that we found on the street somewhere. So I just punched all those and put them on there. So it's a really cool memory.
I think it's it pulls, because you made them yourself, it pulls in more memories than if you just grabbed a postcard as you were there,
Yeah. Now, I mean, there are some days like this Red Bay postcard. It's not really the right size for my book, so I always cut it up. But so I used the piece of this Red Bay postcard again this year, while we were in Red Bay, Alabama. Of course, we're there because of the campers, so I end up with campers everywhere. This was their museum brochure. Yeah, there's stuff added to the top of that. But I just take cardstock bases and keep adding. I did buy national park postcards. I bought one from each national park we went to and used them this year because I wanted to support the bookstores, and their postcards are like 35 cents a piece. So I went ahead and bought postcards from the parks. So I really like that.
Holly says, beef jerky outlet. Now I have a vacation destination. I tell you what, Holly, if you come visit me, I'll make you some beef jerky. My family says I make the best beef jerky.
What do you use? Do you get them to cut it, or do you have to cut it?
I usually, there's only one place you can go in town now where there might be others, but I only know of one where you can actually get them to cut it anymore. It used to be real easy, but if I buy a roast, I will sometimes buy a rump roast and have them slice it real thin.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. They've got some meat that you can buy at Walmart, and it costs a lot more because it's a specialty cut. But they say it's for tacos or something else. But what it is very, very thin strips of about this long and about this wide of steak that they've sliced really thin to cook, to put in tacos. And I don't know that you could even find that everywhere, But when I buy that, it's real, that's real easy. And it's real easy to eat because once it dehydrates, it's really thin. The rump roast chopped up and the reason I get that is because it's easy for them to slice. If you take a regular like chuck roast, it would be really hard for them to slice that.
Right.
And so you would get very, very inconsistent pieces. And I would prefer to have my pieces pretty consistent so that they all cook about the same amount of time in the dehydrator. And as it is, I still end up with a few pieces that have to cook several hours longer than the other. But yeah, it's really, and it's not hard to make if you have a dehydrator. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can do it in the oven, but you have to watch it a lot more carefully.
You have to be very, very careful. I used to do it all the time and just haven't lately. Yes, Barbara, if I didn't have mom to send them to, I would either send them to my brother-in-law or I'd send them to myself. The problem with sending things to myself has been the post office in the past. However, this time the neighbor picked up all our mail, so I didn't have to pick up the mail. She didn't have. Nobody had to pick up the mail. I mean, nobody had to stop the mail. Is what I did. I didn't stop it this time, and it worked out much better because I'm pretty sure I got everything. Um, yes, Fran, did you read Holly's comment? It's dried meat, beef, deer. I've actually done turkey and deer. Um,
They even make fish jerky. I cannot imagine,
yes,
but I
I
don't like
can't
fish.
imagine that, but yuck. Of
I
course,
guess
Jeffrey
the
likes
seasonings
little
I
dried.
put on jerky, I can't imagine putting on fish. But anyway,
Well, and dried fish stinks. Yes, Janice, actually we bought because the neighbor that picked up my mail this whole time, every time we went into the national park or national monument that had a bookstore where we could go in and actually purchase things, we got her a magnet because that's what she asked us to bring her was a refrigerator magnet, and she told us yesterday she loved them. Oh, elk would be good. Um, I've had buffalo too. No, it's not. It's I don't like mine crispy, but it can be crisp. It can be really dry. I like mine a little chewy. Um, but I got a postcard,
bye,
magnets.
Mary. Thanks for
Bye,
coming.
Mary. Um, oh, they also have these new things. I'll have to go get them. I'll go get them and show you. But I spent I think about $7 each time we went in the store into one of the bookstores. Not a lot, but at least it's something. So buffalo. I've had jerky made out of buffalo. It's not very good. Buffalo's too muscly. It doesn't have enough fat to make to make good beef jerky.
Friend, it's seasoned and then dehydrated, so all the water's cooked out of it, and it's usually in pieces that you can just eat. I mean, of course, you can buy beef jerky everywhere here, but
Yeah.
at the grocery store, at the convenience store, everywhere, but it's usually commercially made. We do have over the pandemic, we had a couple of guys who lost their jobs that have now beef jerky trucks like the taco trucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where you could just go
That's
and buy their
cool.
beef jerky. I bought it once, but I I didn't think it had enough seasoning to make me happy, so I only bought it once. But um, they I put a lot of stuff in mine, not just salt and pepper, and so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeffrey likes mine when I do. What do I want to say? He likes barbecue.
I haven't done it with barbecue, but I put
Yeah.
garlic powder and onion powder and cayenne pepper and some soy sauce and some Worcestershire sauce.
These are what the national park sells now. Let me see if I can get it to focus and get you light. They sell these they're called tokens. Um, a few of them were square. Bandelier National Monument, which is near Santa Fe, had a rectangular one. And Mesa Verde had a rectangular one, and then most of them are circular. Mesa Arch, that's Canyonlands. Canyonlands has one okay, that's Mesa Arch. This one is the Needles. So each section at Canyonlands has their own. So I have some different ones from different places. So Pecos, Delicate Arch, that's from Arches. Balanced Rock, that's also from Arches.
These are magnets.
No, they're just a token.
Oh, okay.
They're just, I'm gonna punch them and attach them to my national park book.
Okay.
If
Cool.
I've got two of the same thing, they're gonna go on my what you call it book. Uh, the I got some of this to go on my national park book, but like this one was from Moab. It's got a little Jeep on it,
Oh, how
and
cute.
these I actually we pressed ourselves wherever we could find them. Where's this bridge from? Um, oh, that's from Branson. We found quite a few presses in Branson. See, this is how the national parks are selling them now. You can't press your own. You have to buy them on these little cards. So,
That's
you
kind of
know,
sad.
it is kind of sad. Well, not only that, they're a lot more expensive because they're $1.50 a piece, and these cost me 51 cents.
Yeah.
So, um, but they're in places like brand. This is from Palo Duro Canyon. This is from when I was visiting Lisa.
And
This
she
is
got to press
from,
it herself.
I got to press that one myself. And this is from, okay, Utah Field House. Okay, this is the Dinosaur Museum in Vernal, Utah. It's near National Monument. Um, oh, this is from the Five and Dime in Branson. They have a 5 and 10 cent store in Branson. So there's all kinds of fun. Mesa Verde still had their own penny press. I could still press my own. So, oh, I have two Jeeps because I pressed one for Jeff. So, and then I actually got to go to 3 bead stores. So I have a feather for um, my book. That was from Taos, I think. And these are from my friend's store in Omaha. And my dragonfly is apparently not here, and that's from these are some little things that she just handed me. My dragonfly is from Branson, I think, is where I got the dragonfly, and it must be on the table somewhere. It didn't end up in the bag with everything else. So, but yeah, it is fun to smash your pennies when you go places. It's fun to find them, and it's fun to squash them. So, but I was pleased that I could also get these because they are really nice. They're a nice token. They have little books you can put them in, but I'm going to punch holes in them and put them on my book. So, and I'm not sure exactly where that came from, but so. But when you have a big trip, you get to squish a lot of pennies. I keep a little container and squash pennies, and so. Lisa's being very quiet.
Oh, I'm thinking,
Uh-huh.
making a background for this card.
Yeah. See, this is how far my book has gotten, and I'm just not really all that happy with it. Don't know what's wrong with
Maybe
it.
if you put a really, 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 really light wash of something over it that's, um, one of those colors really, really, really watered down, or
Watered down.
yeah.
Well, and
And when you ink
blackened
the edges, that makes
inking.
a huge difference.
I was gonna say inking the edges will probably really make a big difference.
Of course, I did mine with black paint,
Yeah, and I
and then
think
I
that.
came back and just stressed it off, and got rid of some of the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So that made it really bold at the edges, and I think that step helped mine personally a lot.
Well, and I'm wondering if instead of paint, if I want to make a wash with like some ink re-inker.
Yeah. Just anything you can put on that will
blend it all together.
Yeah.
Because you told me I have my list. I'm not, very far down the list of things that I need to do to this. Yeah, the stamps and stencils, I haven't done that yet. So maybe if I stencil it, that would maybe if I do
Every
the
layer
stenciling.
helps.
Yeah. Maybe I need to do the stenciling before I do a wash in case I don't want the wash. So maybe stenciling.
Thank
would
you,
help.
Janet.
Because it needs to blend together. That's the thing, that it just not blending together. So what do I want? Mm-hmm. Maybe we want something kind of organic.
Kind of like that. It looks kind of like I'm making a big flower.
Yeah, it does look like a big flower. Mm-hmm.
And I think I want to leave some text. I want some more texture, so I'm gonna make more texture.
I think letters. Maybe I should do letters. This is my cardboard book, guys. This is as far as I've gotten with this. So, not very far. And I think maybe someday I ought to try to clean up these stencils a little bit.
Okay.
You got a problem?
No. I just tried to do something that didn't work, and no biggie.
Okay. That's the way it works every once in a while.
Yep.
Let's think about this sepia color, because I think it would be Gail's about the same place in her cardboard book. Yeah, I didn't get very far. think I'm going to have to re-ink that though. If it's going to show it all. It does kind of make it blend a little bit better. But I may have to go hunt the re-inker. And I think I took that one with me. I don't know. I don't know.
There we go. Okay, I think I like it.
I like that. That's
I hope Nettie likes it. I have to tell her it's like 1:25 into Tanya's live stream on Tuesday.
So on Tuesday, there you go. Yeah. Well, hello, Krista. Welcome.
Write that down. Hi, Krista. Good to have you here, and thank you.
Okay. Well, if I do that, that's not going to have enough. It won't have enough.
What did you call this?
What did I call Tuesday with Lisa Craft and Chat?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Gail. Now that way I can show Nettie. I'm going to make a video when I do this one, but I can tell her where to look to see what I did with that one. And I need to put this somewhere where I do not forget that that's what my plan is. There we go.
That might work. I guess I'm going to have to find my sepia black. And I think that... Oh, I hate having my stuff not put away yet. You know how that goes.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I just kind of gave up. My craft room's worse than ever.
Oh, that is. I have got to do something about my stuff.
When I started getting all my spinning stuff out, I just
it just yeah.
All the strides I had made kind of went away.
Yeah. What is the name of the? Oh, these inks that I'm using are archival inks. Just a minute, and I'll show you.
Here, I'll show you while she's.
Yeah, it's
They come in like sets of 4 or 5.
Right.
I think it's 4. And so you can collect them.
And the point of them is that once they're dry, they're permanent. So if I go over this with a wash of something else or, paint or anything, they're permanent. Where I have Just a minute. I have them. Where are they? They're right here. I have these distress inks, but they're not permanent. And some of them are getting dry anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But I have found that while I use them and they have a purpose for certain things, I tend to like the permanency of the others better. So Lisa has a big pad. Can you show her your big archival pad?
I have a huge one like this that's black, and I have one that's sepia that's the same size. These are the really big ones.
Yeah, I was going to say
medium size one.
You've got a medium size one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see so they come in 3 different sizes, in that great big one, that medium sized one, and then the little tiny ones. The little tiny ones you buy in sets. And I really like them because that way, like when I went off on my trip, I took this whole box and I had all these colors of ink. What I don't like is I've been having a very hard time finding certain refills. The re-inkers are not everywhere. So
I've only found a few of them.
Yeah. Which is, very disappointing because I use my what do you call it? This red geranium a lot, and I haven't been able to find a re-inker. Even the scrapbook store that I went into did not have them. Okay, Lisa, what do you think? Do you think that?
I think that helps, don't you?
I do. I think I'm going to have to find my my sepia re-inker though, because I think it needs to have some dark areas, and I don't have.
Do you have a blue that matches the blue that's in that?
It's actually a green.
Oh, okay.
I went for the fern green, and it does. I like the sepia and the green, but I don't want a ton of that green. But that's actually a blue green.
Okay. Well, no wonder I like it.
Yeah. It's kind of that foresty color.
Yeah.
So I think the sepia will tie them together. I think I'm going to have to hunt my re-inker.
I just remembered something else I was going to put in this book that I had.
Krista, I had lost my book. Yeah, both Lisa and I like these archival inks. I just have been very pleased with them. They really seem to work nice, and like I said, because they're permanent. I use a lot of Mod Podge, so having permanent ink makes a big deal. So that's one of the reasons why I like the permanent inks better, is because of the Mod Podge and the amount of Mod Podge that I use. So
this is a card that Heather made me.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? And this was the envelope.
So
I'm gonna just tuck this in. I may even take off a little bit more because I really want to showcase.
Yes, if you like to watercolor, or I like to use my Inktense colors over stamped images, and because then there again the Inktense is then permanent, and that's the archival is really nice for that. I do have StazOn ink pads, these ones. I have several of them because I had them back in the day, And I do still like these for certain things, but they chew up these foam pads. So this is, um, yes, Krista, you do want to make sure that this ink is good and dry. You don't want to put it down and just go right over it with Mod Podge. You want to give it a little time to dry because it is a, what is this? This is a dye-based pigment mix or something like that.
Yeah, and when you put it on something slick, you need to heat dry it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll take a really long time if you don't heat dry it.
If I'm going to stamp on something slick, I use my Stays-On pads because I have them. But yes, Janice, I like the archivals for being able to stamp and do something later with it. Like I said, the Stays-On ink is I like it, but it does have some issues that I haven't bought bigger pads in the archivals because I have the Stays-On ones. But I think one of the things I'm going to look for is a larger black archival pad. Thank you, Linda. Stays-On seems to take longer to dry. I don't think so, but that's, depends on what you're using it with. One of the things about the Stays-On pads is that you've got to keep them really well inked. Okay. That is such a pretty card.
It is beautiful. I loved it. Oh my goodness.
What?
It is ringing up a storm, I think. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, cool. It sure sounds like it.
Yep. Well, I'm not going to be going in for a little bit. I'm not going to carry my computer.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if I can find my re-inker real quick. I think I know where it's at.
Okay. I love all the colors too. There are more colors than I have.
Oh yeah, there's like 48 or something.
But I have mine separated into warm and cool colors. And so but I like all of these colors. Some of them I definitely use less than others, but I like them. Trying to decide another color that will go with this. Maybe this orange blossom. To ink the page in. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I also like being able to use them like that. And the big ones are hard to use like that.
Oh yeah, I do too.
One reason I bought the little ones because I like to just use them. And
there's another thing about these small archival ones. Okay, some of them are Wendy. Is it Vetch?
Vici?
Vici? Wendy Vici.
I can't read it very good on this little.
Yeah, and some of them are Ranger, and then you'll get some marked Tim Holtz. Okay, now Ranger and Tim Holtz are probably the same color family, but these Wendy Vici ones, they're different than the Ranger Tim Holtz ones as far as color family. So both Tim Holtz, Ranger, and Wendy Vetch have their own um,
sets,
their own color families, and then they come out with the new ones all the time. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori. Glad you're here.
Yeah, the dynamic duo. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's see what we got here. There's the sepia one. I used this one quite a bit while I was gone, so it's and I was lazy. I did not re-ink it.
You know, one of the things I've noticed, there are specific things that, like your style changes, you know, over time.
Oh yeah.
And some of the changes are so gradual that you don't really even realize that you've made a change until you look back.
Yep.
But one change that I made that I love, that that was made accidentally and then became a thing for me, was instead of putting things, I used to put everything right on the edge of the page. If it was a pocket or something, I wanted it to be even with the edges of the page. And I mean, it was like, that was important. And then one day I accidentally put it and left a little border, and I'm like, oh, I like that so much better. And so now I don't put hardly anything right on the edge of the page.
Oh, Katie. Okay, Katie just realized she's been behind on the video the whole time. Poor thing. Okay, on the ICADs. Okay, I'm doing 4x6s. Lisa is doing Rolodex cards.
And the other size you can do is 3x5s, and that's what I've done in the past.
Right. So you can do anything from a Rolodex card to a 4x6 as far as her rules. Frankly, you know, it's for you. So if you so choose to do something different, you can. The point is to do some kind of small format art every day. Are we following the prompts? I'm not following the prompts.
I usually print them off so that if I get stuck, I can. But I've never even actually used them. So this year I didn't even print them off.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've done this challenge. I did the 100 days challenge a couple of times. I wasn't going to be home. We were going to be traveling. Really doesn't matter. I did a postcard every day. So, you know, it's kind of like doing the 100 days challenge. But the ICADs are small, and I'll just do whatever I feel like doing. I may be able to stand these thinner index cards. I'm not really happy with the thickness of the index cards is the problem. But I'm just going to do whatever I feel like doing. The whole thing is to do it like you want. Lisa has some postage stamps that she's probably going to use as her focal points. I did not put a word or a phrase or anything on this one. I may or may not on others. Teresa put in some links earlier in the discussion about the oh, well, that's interesting. I did that right on top of the other one. The Daisy Yellow is the person who has who came up with this, and she has a blog that she does her prompt list on and all that kind of stuff. I honestly haven't even read it all. I just, knew that it was starting today and I wanted to get started on it. I will probably do some videos, but I'm not going to do a video every day. I may, just like show you 5 or 6 of them and do a video of that that kind of thing.
That's
I think
what
that's
I'm
kind of
planning
what
to do.
Lisa's planning to do too. Need to use her stencils more. Yep.
And that's kind of why I'm using the stamps, because I've got these stamps and I love them and I don't use them. So I thought this is a really good a good time to use them because they make a good focal point on something this small.
Yeah, they will.
And that will make it easier for me because I know I just pull out a stamp and then find stuff to go with it. So.
And I'm probably going to use painty paper on most of mine. And do something from there, whether I do a collage or something else. I will very likely do some painty paper on the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't read real close this time to what she said, so she may have made some changes, but I know always before she said the prompts were just there if you wanted to use them. They weren't, this wasn't a reason or a way to use her prompts. They were just an extra thing if you wanted to use them. So
yeah. Hi, Anne.
I doubt that she's changed her intention on that score, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if we're doing it, we get to choose what we're doing. So,
I always do challenges.
Fire people, so she doesn't care.
Yeah, I always do challenges and things for me, not for somebody else, anyways.
Yeah.
So. And one of the reasons I'm not happy with the ICAD is because I was thinking about using these for postcards and actually putting them in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
So,
which is a great idea, except those are not sturdy enough.
Yeah, it might be if I put Mod Podge over the top of it.
Yeah.
Which I won't do until tomorrow. I have found that these Posca pens like to be very, very dry before you put Mod Podge over the top of them.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way too.
Yeah, Sherry says nothing is written in stone. Thank you, Janet, for posting the link. Janet posted the link for the project. So
no pressure. That's right.
Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. That ink still does not have enough ink in it. Just go with the flow. Yep.
Or make your own flow if the flow gets too fast.
Yeah. And what are you working on there? That's Poti.
Well, I've still got some pages in this book that I didn't put any papers or anything.
Ah, okay.
And so I decided on some of them to put napkins because I hadn't put napkins on any of the others until this one. I put napkins on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just putting down some base stuff, but I decided for a few pages to make napkins my base.
Okay.
And so now I got to find my other napkins. I had them sitting here, and I don't know what I did with them. So I may just have this one napkin page.
By the way, guys, these letter stencils I got in packages from Michael's. They actually had them clearanced one day, and they had several packages of them. And I like to use letters and numbers and stuff. So I got several packages. Oh, I want this great big.
I got, all those napkins that we got that Helen gave us.
Yes.
Well, they're in a stack somewhere beyond what I can get to at the moment.
Of course.
And those would be perfect for what I'm wanting to do.
Has Pacola been in chat lately? I of course haven't seen her because I haven't been in chat. Yeah,
I've seen her a few times, but not as much as before you left.
Okay, I need to message her and let her know I'm home. Of course, I can't go shopping because because I went shopping. Oh. I glue my leftover napkins in books so I can just tear a page out as I need them to make ephemera. That's a really good idea. To just have them already on book pages, that would be, that would be really good idea. Oh. Did you hear that one, Lisa?
I did, and I agree. It's a good idea. I'm just digging, and so I couldn't talk very good.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking that that would be a good that thing we've been doing this year, our pantry, our journal pantry. That would be a good journal pantry thing to do.
Yeah, it would. It's a good idea.
And those of you who don't know what the journal pantry is, the journal pantry we made, we've been making parts and pieces of things to use in journals, and like tags. We made tags one week, and that kind of thing, so that they were already finished and ready to go into something. We made little notepads. I can't even think of all the things we did. We made
little booklets. We made clusters. We made little things that we just sewed pieces together. Just the kind of things that that take up time, so you don't always use them when you got the chance. I still got some of these left from when we did the fairy journal, so I'm going to put some of those in.
Yeah, Janice said, Sherry said pantry. Janice says pantry thing. Yep, that pantry thing.
The pantry thing, yeah.
Yeah. Lisa and I actually bought little boxes that. Just a minute, I'll grab one.
I got it. I'll show you.
Okay, you already got it. Okay.
Except I have books on top of it.
See, you should just let me get it, and I would have gotten it for you.
Okay, this is
we bought little. Oh, wait, just a minute. Let me get you big.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, still, it's kind of okay. So this is the thing that we bought from Michael's. It's made by Recollections, and don't buy these unless they're on sale, because they're like $42 if they're not on sale. But quite often they have them on sale for $14.99.
Right.
But then they've got these little boxes inside them. We made envelopes.
Mm-hmm. Pockets. We made
pockets.
Library pockets.
We made little collage packs and notepads. I think this is the notepads rather than the collage packs.
Yeah.
Because they're actually finished on top. We made all kinds of things that I haven't put in a journal. I'm just sitting here recording them now that they're made. We made some envelope
We haven't
pockets.
really had a chance to work on that because I left.
That's right. It's all Tanya's fault.
It's my fault. You know, it's my fault that we have not done that. But Janet just posted the playlist. Lisa and I both have playlists on our channels because we did this while we were working together on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the idea was to be able to just grab something and make a journal quickly if you wanted to.
And I have 2 of these boxes of boxes.
Yeah.
That are all full of stuff.
I have 2 as well. I think
I have a couple of empty little boxes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Here are just some tag bases that I cut out and stuck in here.
Yeah.
Some of them from tin foil tea cans.
Okay. Bye, Candy.
Some of them from Christmas cards. Anyway, there's a sneak peek at that.
Have a good afternoon, Candy.
Bye-bye.
We did work on a journal. I did not finish mine. Didn't we work on a journal that we grabbed stuff for? I think we did, but I don't remember.
I think we did.
It's been like that, guys. Okay, just so y'all know, it's just been like that. We're still. This is like Lisa said. We're both a little slow today. We got to get back in the groove here.
Yeah, I've kind of I went off on a fiber tangent while Tanya was gone, and so so it's almost like I took a vacation too. It just
Well, and this cardboard book we actually started while I was at Lisa's. We got to stream. Did we stream twice while I was there? Didn't we?
Did.
Hi,
we streamed together twice.
Okay, Janice says next project. Vacation lag. There you go. That's what it is. Vacation lag. Uh-huh. And we haven't even had a discussion about what our next projects are going to be. You know, we've been trying to stay pretty organized for y'all this last year, but now it's been vacation lag, so yep.
I think I'm going to put her on this page.
Oh, she's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think I am. Oh, great.
And I may have changed my mind for what I'm going to do for these. I'm thinking that they need leaves on them. Mm-hmm.
I think leaves is a wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to where we can see what you're talking about because you're still on me.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But leaves are always a wonderful idea. So.
Okay, wait a minute. That one doesn't have any green on it. This one has the green on it. I have some really nice leaf stamps that I can stamp on there, and then maybe I will have to press some. Oh, do you know what I have? I have some, what do you call that paper? Eco dyed leaf paper.
Ooh, yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. So I think that the general theme may have to be leaves.
Oh, look how she goes just right into that page.
Oh yeah, she's perfect. I like stamps on tissue paper. Stamps on tissue paper are really cool. I really like stamps on tissue paper.
Yes, you heard a craft lunch. Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna just leave it laying there on the floor because I can't even get to it where it went. So we are
Y'all
not
didn't hear the
another
mess I
day.
made in the dining room earlier looking for my little red book. The dining room table is an absolute disaster. That's about the only place that's left that's totally a disaster. Um, like I said, I'm down to where I don't have a full load of laundry left, which is amazing, seeing how I had so much when I first got home.
And I may put her over here just because the pages. What do you
Oh,
think?
yeah. Um, does she have to be up there?
Well, actually,
She's
she's
got a
floating, so I guess she could be down here. I mean, this is one of those.
Yeah, it's a swirl maple thing. But
Yeah.
just slide your book a little bit to the left so I can see that page a little better. Okay, now pick her up for a minute. Personally, I think she needs to go in that sort of lower right-hand corner general area. That's where I like her.
Yeah. Me too. I'm glad
Okay.
we agree.
Okay, Krista, bye-bye. Hi,
All right,
Deborah.
Krista, thanks for coming.
Okay, that's not what I want. This is what I want. This one right here.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you. This is actually deli paper.
That's deli
Um,
paper. Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I really like stamps on that kind of different kinds of paper like that. I really think that it's really cool to put it into things. It blends and whatever's below it shows up and
Okay. Oh, what did I do with it? I tell you, I need to take a 2 week off from making any videos or streaming or anything and just work out here. But I can't do it because I've got ICADs and I've got this and that and fun stuff.
yeah, well, yeah, I know. And I have to make beads, so I cannot take, too many more days off. I'm going to have to do some actual work. Not what I really want to do, but I'm going to have to eventually. Otherwise, I won't be able to go on another trip.
Well, we want you to be able to go on another trip,
Yeah, I hate to tell you
even
all
if
this.
we miss you while you're gone.
We want to go off in September. We're talking about going to Hershey, Pennsylvania. And then
Bye,
Jeff has never.
Janice.
Bye, Janice. Leaving work to go home. Jeff has never been to Maine and all of those states. So, come here. What? Get on my ink pad. Yuck. I have ink all over my fingers.
Yeah, I live that way.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay. I think that just kind of finishes those pages.
Oh, those pages are gorgeous. Barbara says, "Do what you have to do." Yeah.
Hi,
If I come
Brittany.
to Northeast Ohio, well, Northeast Ohio, actually, that's where we were on I-80. Is that right? is that the turnpike that we were on? Is 80? In 2019, we went across Ohio to get to New York. I don't know that we'll be going there this year. Jeff's also seen very little of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which we really enjoy. And I did get to see Mary and Lisa on my trip. I did not get to see a lot of other people, but that part of that was the fact that we didn't know all of the places we were going to be. We kind of were winging it a little bit here and there.
I'm going to open my door so I can get some fresh air and listen to the rain. But if it gets to be a problem or too loud, let me know and I'll shut it.
Okay. But Brittany, that'd be cool. Linda, actually, if we do our trip in the fall, we will be going to New York. Probably because my sister lives in ICAD. So that's kind of near the Hudson Valley area. It's across the mountains from New Paltz. I don't know that we'll go down towards the city this time because of the other things we want to do. Hershey, Pennsylvania is not too far from you. Okay, Lori. Well, we'll just have to see if we can make it work in the fall. Jeffrey was so sweet. He let Lisa take me to the thrift stores. He hung out with Lisa's husband and had a really good time and enjoyed his company a lot. Lisa's husband wanted to know if we were coming back that way on our trip back home. We usually go out one way and come home a different direction. So unfortunately, we didn't go back, but we'll probably go back and see Lisa again another time, somewhere along the line. Good to know. Not that far from Linda. Okay. Do you get to Michigan's Upper Peninsula? Deborah, I'm from Michigan, so I've been to the Upper Peninsula, and Jeff has been one time. We went. I did a bead show in Saginaw, or near Saginaw, not in Saginaw, but near Saginaw, and we went across the Upper Peninsula to get back to South Dakota. But it's hard telling. It's hard telling what we will do and when we will do it these days, because But that's one of the places I'd like Jeff to see more of. I think the Upper Peninsula is gorgeous. So, but when we figure out where we're going, guys, I will let you know. Just so that, if I'm close, we can get together, because that would be cool. Mary met us for lunch at the truck stop. She saw us come in. I don't know exactly how she knew it was us, but she was parked out front, and we had to go around to the truck area to park. And Jeff says, "Oh, she's coming right now," because we were going to get out and walk up to front where I knew she was supposed to park. And she found us. So I guess she figured that if a camper was getting off, it must be us. These are sticky, can you tell?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. It's from using them on the jelly plate. I don't know what I used last time that they're still sticky, but whatever paint that is, it was sticky. Linda, we definitely have to, next time you're rolling through East Tennessee. Okay, East Tennessee. I will have to just tell y'all where we're going to be rolling through, and then we'll have to see what we can do. The stop in Hershey is going to be one that will be on a time schedule. Probably, I don't know after that whether or not we will. The big problem will be. Bye, Teresa. Hon. Still up at home in Houghton Lake. Oh, I love Houghton Lake. We talked about going through Illinois or over to Illinois. We were in Iowa near Des Moines, visiting friends and work friends and bead friends and all that, and staying on a farm south of Des Moines. We have friends that own a farm, and they live in their camper, and in the summertime, that's where they park. So I called and I said, got a flat spot? He said, I got a flat spot and a 50 amp hookup. And I'm like, boy, you just made the day, didn't you? So we from there, we were talking about going to Iowa to, what is it? Oh, the guys that go out and Pickers, American Pickers. You know, they have a store on the Iowa-Illinois border, kind of on the river somewhere, and going south from there. But then we decided not to do that. We went to Branson instead. Okay, friend, if I go through Essex, Jeffrey would like to go to Ireland. But I don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon.
I would like to go to Ireland too, and Scotland, and there are numerous places I would love to go that I probably will never make it to.
Yeah.
But it sure would be great fun.
Yeah. And we won't be going much of anywhere if I don't get Mom moved somehow.
Are you having trouble finding a place with an opening that she likes, or?
I haven't actually, since I got home, tried.
Yeah.
You know, that's on the agenda for the next week and a half to 2 weeks, because the sooner I get her on a list. But I have one more facility that I want to check out. They built a new assisted living center very close to me. It's just probably less than a mile, and it's brand new. But because it's not right in town, it may be a little bit more reasonable. The ones that are right in town are kind of pricey.
Yeah.
So this one is out a little further. So I'm hoping.
Thank you, Nettie. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tanya, to interrupt. I'm glad to know you saw. I was writing myself a note so I could tell you where I made a page. I'll do the other one on a video some other time, but I wanted to play with that first one right now. So I did.
Now, yep.
I'm glad you saw it, though.
So, what was I saying? I forgot.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's called brain fog. My brain is kind of. And hello, Nettie. I'm really glad you're here. I can't remember. Lisa, is that a stenciled butterfly? I believe it is.
Yeah, it looks stenciled. It was something that was on an envelope in Happy Mail.
Oh, my mom. Thank you, Barbara. Oh, see, my brain is just like squash. It's like okay, it's not in there. It's kind of gone. Um, yeah, there's this new facility. It's really close, and because it's not in town, it may be a little more reasonable and brand new. The one downtown that I like so well, I like it because it has big rooms. The apartments are large. But it's downtown and it's a pain to get to and that kind of thing. And so I kind of then there's another one that's like halfway between here and where mom lives now. And one of the reasons I like it is they have end of life care. So they have assisted living all the way through to end of life care. They have a whole wing where the rooms are just like a nursing home room. So if at a certain stage she gets to where she has to have a nurse all the time, that kind of thing, or she's bedbound or something like that, they can be moved from their little apartments into this wing and they can stay in the same facility with friends that can visit and that kind of thing. I like that. So, and mom's it's partially about finding a place and partially about money. That's
Yeah, well, that's always. I mean, money's always an issue. I mean, almost always. For most
yeah,
people, money's an issue.
yeah. I think as fast as houses are selling right now, we'll be all right. Because I'll have house money, to pay for
Right.
things. But mom definitely doesn't have enough income to pay for this. So, um, at the same time, it's not like when I had to move my dad. Dementia care is it's outrageous.
It is horrific. Yes, it is.
If dad had lived after I moved him, it would have been $9,000 a month, and it wasn't the nicest facility, but it was
That's
the
just
only place.
insane.
It's the only place I could find a bed. Well, I had to go to Medicaid. That's the only way. That was the
Yeah.
only way. And they were going to take, all of dad's money, which left nothing for mom because mom has always lived on dad's money, She
Right.
has, it was like they wanted all of his social security and all of his pension and everything. It was not going to be an easy thing. Um,
I don't
so,
realize he has a wife.
well, and a house payment and that kind of stuff
Yeah.
that. So it wasn't going to be pleasant for my mother. It was going to be very difficult. So
I think I'm going to go ahead and put that down.
that's
It's
pretty.
a ghost print.
Yeah, Medicaid is the only way at $9,000 a month. Okay, Arlene. Arlene's got to go.
Bye, Arlene. Thanks for coming.
So what was the solution? Oh, as far as my dad, I put him on Medicaid, and they were going to go and they were going to take all of his pension and all of his things. Mom was going to have to live on her own Social Security, which was not much. Honestly, and this is a very horrible thing to say, but his living 8 days and not much longer really saved my mother in a lot of respects. But I had no other choice. I couldn't stay. I had been there 4 months. I needed to go home and get back to work, back to my family. And he had fallen and was bedbound, but hospice only comes in 3 days a week. That was the other thing that really I didn't understand, is why they would only come 3 days a week. But I was glad they did come those 3 days. But he was going to end up with bed sores, that kind of thing. So. Yep. It was just, it's sad, but it was the way it was going to be. So um, his dementia was weird too, because he did not have Alzheimer's, which is interesting kind of thing. He had a kind of dementia that affected his speech and his ability to tell you. He was still pretty with it, but he could not talk. He couldn't. And it had made him weak. I am really liking these. I have not put the green in, but I'm really liking them. Okay, Janet's got to go. And you know what? It's almost 4:30.
Time flies.
Yep. I'm not even going to get all this part done. Uh-oh. There goes the FedEx guy. With the letters. Yeah, I like the letters. Uh-huh. I think when I get I'm just gonna do a touch of green on. Ooh, that was good.
Somehow, when you say it like that, I think it must not have been good.
Well, I inked that, and then I flipped it upside down.
Oh.
I'm just going to do a little touch of green letter on each page to go with the sepia letters. Don't know what else I'll do, but at least that much of that.
Yeah. Well, each layer makes it better.
Yeah, I know. But also part of the problem too, I think, was that I didn't have a plan,
Yeah.
And having a plan now, I can see where it's going to go.
Yeah, I told everybody else, but you weren't probably there, that I made each plan after I finished the last one. So each stage, I just looked at it and thought, okay, what do I need to do next?
What do I need
so
to
I didn't
do
have
next?
a plan from the beginning.
Yeah, I had a color palette, but that was about it.
Yeah.
That was about all I did. Was I had that color palette that I was kind of working with, and and that and but now I can see where I might be headed, at least.
Yeah, well, that's good.
It's making me a lot happier, that much I'll tell you.
Well, that's what's important.
Yeah, well, I was beginning to think I wasn't going to like this project at all, and it's like, oh no, that's not going to work. Yeah.
Well, I started to tell you, you don't have to finish it. If it's not making you happy, you can stop.
I can stop. Yeah, I can. I can stop. Uh-huh.
It's not, it's not a salvation issue.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. Uh-huh. And I could throw the whole thing in the trash can.
You could. And then just go on to something else. It's right. Okay if you do that. It's yours.
Well, I have a couple of unfinished knitting projects that might have that happen. I may just, take and roll up the yarn and be done. And take them apart. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw them away, but throw the yarn away. But I might just stop the project and use it for something else. Okay, is that upside down? Yes, it was. The whole page was upside down. Be careful of that, Tanya. You don't want the letters upside down on the page. Oh,
Well,
dear.
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty, Lisa.
I like it. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do something else here or just leave that for another day? Because I'm really not like trying to make pages. I'm just trying to put backgrounds, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, but with those backgrounds, you could just put a little piece of Happy Mail on it, and it'd be done.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a piece of Happy Mail that looks cute on there, then you could just call that done.
I was thinking
Oh.
about um like taking this flower
Mm-hmm.
and putting it right there.
Oh, that'll be pretty. That's a pretty napkin. Is that one of the
It is a
ones
pretty
that
napkin.
Helen gave
Uh,
us?
no, I got this in Happy Mail sometime. I don't know who gave it to me because I put it in the box of stuff I want to use that I got out of Happy Mail. So once I've done that, I don't remember who sent me what.
Who sent it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know about
um,
that. Mm-hmm.
but it is a really pretty napkin. I really like it. And I think it looks good with this, but it's different.
Yeah.
But but I'm still hesitant to put it on there, so I think I'm going to wait.
Okay. Well, we probably ought to go anyways because I have some more chores to do. I need to go out and work in the garden a little bit, and it should be getting to where it's a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah. Well, the rain
It
stopped,
was,
the sun's out, so
oh, rain stopped and the sun's out.
yeah.
um, it was so hot out there this morning, I just couldn't stay. But my tomatoes are all falling over, and they were hiding the peppers. The poor little peppers weren't getting any sun because they were being hidden. And I had two ragweed plants that must have a root the size of a tree in my garden beds. I'm going to have I pulled them and cut them and pulled them and cut them, but I'm probably going. They'll probably come back because they were hateful little. I mean, they were 3 feet tall in my garden bed. It's like, oh no, 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 you guys cannot be in here. So it's like, okay, but they must have roots the size of my thumb or better. So, um, ugh, good gracious, this stuff is sticking to me. I like this A. I don't know why. That A is just really cool. But let's just put half of the A or part of the A. Okay, and you use black paint to do your edges because I really like those edges.
Yeah, I used black paint
And a paintbrush or your
on.
finger?
I think I used a paintbrush. Just by looking at some of them, I can see what looks like some brush marks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then after it dried, I came back with sandpaper and sanded off some of it.
Oh dear.
Except I didn't sand off the no, I guess maybe I did. I was gonna say I didn't sand off the back or the bottom, but I did because I can see in there where I sanded it. So
Uh-huh. And I think that would be cool. I really liked how the black um um uh paint makes the everything stand out.
it really does, and it also pulls the book together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It does, you know, both of those things.
Yep.
Um, and it's nice when you got something that does both of those things at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So, and you haven't done an actual flip and posted it yet.
No, I haven't. I
Well,
flipped through it, you know,
yeah, a
on
couple
a
of
live
times.
stream
Yeah.
sometime, but I haven't done a flip, and I
Well,
will. I need to.
you'll have to do that. Yep. So, anyways, guys, we were going to be on Lisa's channel Thursday. Hi, Joan.
Hi,
Um,
Joan.
we're going to be on Lisa's channel Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time. She's thank you, Tanya, and then she says, Lisa, oops. Oh dear. Anyways, and I don't know what we're going to do yet. So
I don't either. I don't know if we'll start a project or if we'll just keep working on stuff that we need to
yeah,
get finished.
we may have to just work on stuff that we need to get finished. Um, but we'll try to let you know. And thanks for the entertainment. I don't know how entertaining we are, but we'll see you guys all later. Love you all.
Bye bye. Love
Bye
you.
bye.